But how about this? How about I'm dropping Tiger off to school this morning, and it's the first time I've ever embarrassed him. So our thing is Rick and Morty. We always watch Rick and Morty before he goes to bed. And there's an episode on Rick and Morty where they have like all their friends, all the friends are popping up. They're actually aliens, but they're disguised as their friends, and they're bringing back old memories. And then they pop up in the house, and their old uncle, this Italian guy in New York, pops up. His name's I think Uncle Vinny or something like that. And his whole catchphrase, it makes no sense. He goes, "I'm walking here," right?
So you know where that's from?
What?
That's actually from a movie called Urban Cowboy.
Oh, really?
And Dustin Hoffman played a guy who was a street urchin, sort of the street guy. When he was, the cab almost hits him when he's crossed the street, he goes, "I'm walking here, I'm walking."
Yeah, so, yeah, that's what it's from. Yeah, so that's this the uncle of the family. It's his only line. Like, they get trapped in an elevator, and he like saves them, and they go, "Oh," Uncle Vinny goes, "I'm walking here." Like, it makes no sense.
Right.
So Tiger and I will just randomly, I'll go, "I'm walking here," and then he'll say it back. So I went to go drop him off at school, and he's there with his little friends, and the teacher has his arm, and I'm like, "Bye, Tiger, love you." He goes, "Love you." And I go, "I'm walking here."
Oh.
The teacher turns around, she goes, "What?" And I go, "Oh, nothing." And then she looks at Tiger, she goes, "What'd your dad say?" And usually Tiger says it back. He said nothing, just shook his head. I could tell he was so embarrassed. He was so
fucking embarrassment. You remember those moments. There might be nothing worse than being embarrassed.
I felt so stupid. Because the teacher turns around and goes, "What?" And I go, "No." And then I'm looking at Tiger, go, "I'm walking here." And he just shakes his head. I'm like, oh, wow.
When you're younger, your biggest fear is embarrassment. You can make that argument. High school, middle school, your biggest fear is embarrassment, being embarrassed.
Oh, dude, I held in every fart from fucking first grade till I was a senior in high school. No one heard me fart once, Bubba. When I was in my freshman year in high school, because I had to go to boarding school, and I was new to America, and I was fucking in Massachusetts, and I was eating at some fucking, we'd sit at the cafeteria, and I grew up on food from the countries I was in, and I was trying to drink milk because they told me it'd make me bigger and stronger, so I was drinking all this bad milk. I farted. I was sitting down. I sat down, and there was a table full of girls behind me, and I farted. I went, it's noise, nobody cares. I went, "Say," I bang, like that, and it reverberated against the plastic chair so loud, and they all of them went, "Oh my God, oh my God." And I heard the girl go, "He's pretending he can't hear us." I literally was like, I'm never turning around, and I'm just going to keep staring at my table. And they kept looking back, and they wouldn't stop. They were all like this. He's like, "Look at him. He just farted that loud at us, and he's not turning around. And those plastic cheers.
He's still pretending he can't hear us." And I was just like, I've never been.
Those plastic cheers. Those plastic cheers fucking ripped. They just ricocheted, dude.
They betrayed me. We
had a kid, when I was going to school, maybe it was the school I was in, they didn't separate the kids. They didn't separate the kids with special needs and the regular students for like recess or anything like that. So we would eat with everybody, man, even the kids who who were special. And there was this kid, man. And he wore matching sweats every day. He was a little bit on the special side, and everyone was so nice to him. Nobody ever bullied him. Everyone took care of him. He was like, everyone loved him. And thinking back on it, was something really cool. But he always wore the same blue sweats. He had multiple sweats, but he only wore those every day. And his underwear would stick out the back like his whitey tighties. But this kid just no fuck given. He would just the loudest farts you've ever heard. And this is how cool the kids were in the 4th and 5th grade. No one made fun of him. Everyone just kind of was like, that's Roger, that's what he does. And now I think back on it, as a 37-year-old man, if that kid farted right now, I would bust out laughing. You know what I'm saying?
when we were in Italy, my sister, myself, my buddy Ray, Brianna, and his brother and his wife, and we were getting on a train, and you're gonna think I'm joking. It was somewhere in the fucking Italy. And we saw one dude who had blonde hair who was wearing a swastika around his neck. He was wearing a gold swastika. He was a fucking fascist, and he was blonde and really muscular. And we were like, holy fuck, where are we? And then there was a family, and you're gonna think I'm joking, of inbreds. They were a family of inbreds. They were a family, mom, dad, and kids, and they were dangerous. I said to my sister, stay over here, and they were staring at my sister, and they were eating, and I could hear them. There was a chorus of farts. They were farting as a family, and we still talk about it. Dude, just staring at us.
Dude, so, I remember going back to my son, how I embarrassed him, and I felt so bad as I was driving away. I remember when I was in 3rd or 4th grade, I sat next to my biggest crush. Her name was Kathy Lee something. I remember I had to pick my nose, and we're watching a movie, and they sat me next to her in whatever Earth Science. I was like, oh, hell yeah, this is the hot chick I have such a big crush on. I remember I was picking my nose, and I lost it. Like, where the fuck did it go? And then we're watching the movie, and then I said something to her about whales. I was like, how about this sperm whale? Am I right? And as I say something, she looks up and goes, oh my God. I go, what? She goes, you have a giant, in front of the whole class, she goes, you have a giant booger right here, dude. Oh, dude. I reached up. I felt it. I wanted to die. I literally wanted to die.
That's like the girl, I was 18 and she was 21. I couldn't believe she liked me in college. Again, to fucking freshman year in college, I have the worst cold. I'm blowing my nose. And she goes, what's that on your sweater? And I go, I don't know. And it was a bunch of yellow fucking snot. And I went like that, and I go, I don't know. She goes, I don't either. And we both pretended we didn't know that I had snot all over my fucking fall sweater.
No, dude. When I was a freshman in college, I've been a sophomore. I was a redshirt in Colorado. I watched this pit bull named Pig. He was this little tiny pit bull puppy. He was cute as fuck. And, he's a puppy. I didn't know how to raise a dog. I let him roam around my fucking dorm room. Well, he must have took a shit. He must have took a shit on my CU football issued hoodie that I wore all the time.
Yeah.
And it was gray. And so I must have went to the bathroom and I smeared the shit onto the hoodie. Woke up the next morning. I'd be at school early, 7 a.m. I put the hoodie on, and the whole time I'm driving and I'm walking, I'm like, it smells like shit around here, man. I get in the class and my friend goes, God damn, bro. I go, what? He goes, bro, you got shit on your shirt.
Hey, dude.
I had a pile of shit. Just a fucking pile of shit, dude, on my sweater.
There was a gal in college. I still remember her. She was so beautiful. She was, her father had been black, her mother was white. I couldn't believe she liked me. I fucking couldn't believe it. And then we ended up having sex in my apartment. And I was like, her body was, I was like, I can't believe she likes me. I'm just like, it was just like one of those young man experiences where like, holy fuck. And my dog came walking up right next to us. And as I'm having sex with her, she says, there's been an accident. And I smell, of course, what smells like only fresh dog shit. My asshole pit bull, my shit dog is squatting and taking the biggest shit of all time right next to us. And it ruined the relationship. It ruined everything.
What a nightmare, man.
You fucking dog, buddy. Hey, buddy, dude, don't take a shit right there. Especially when I'm, anyway.
Dude, you never forget these things. Like the first time I was making out with a girl, I was doing in front of, between classes. First time I ever kissed a girl. And this guy, and I guess he was my friend Cameron. I forget his last name, Cameron Wilson. I'm making out with the girl, and the kids are like watching, like, damn. And he pulled my pants down, all the way down. So my ass cheeks and dick were out the front.
That's a problem.
Oh,
because when your dick's not ready, you don't want people seeing your dick when you've just been walking around. It's not flattering.
I'll never forget it, man. I'll never forget that shit.
I'll tell you this right now.
Yeah.
Watch your tone.
Okay. What's going to happen? What are you going to do? Use some of that boxing you've been doing?
Don't you fucking disrespect.